Hello and welcome to Switchin in the Kitchen, the show where I improve recipes by making them worse. For this episode, I have gone on to the website allrecipes.co.uk. All recipes, wow, it's a lot of recipes. This is clearly a site where just anyone can submit recipes, so the recipe might not be perfect, but I exchange all the ingredients for other ingredients anyway, so I don't suppose it really matters if the measurements are a little off. It's going to end up probably a huge mess. Anyway, the recipe I have chosen is one for wholemeal rolls, submitted by the user Clouds Sun Rain. It says about this recipe, they say, "This recipe happened one night when I was making white rolls and I ran out of flour. All I had left was wholemeal flour, and luckily for me, it worked out well. Let's hope it works out well for me too." So the ingredients are, this serves 24. I might be making a little too much maybe. The ingredients are as follows: 100 milliliters of olive oil, 4 tablespoons of caster sugar, 1 tablespoon of salt, 450 milliliters of boiling water, 1.5 tablespoons of dried active baking yeast, 5 tablespoons of warm water, 2 eggs, 225 grams of wholemeal flour, and 500 grams of bread flour. Okay, I'm probably going to halve all of those ingredients, because otherwise that'll be a lot of wasted food. But what food is it that I will be wasting? Well, the olive oil is going to be exchanged for, I dropped it, mushroom. The caster sugar will become Edam. The salt will be exchanged for mustard. I'm not going to change the water. I'm going to keep that as water. The yeast, though, will be white bread. What? Bread is an ingredient of bread? How? The eggs, instead of those, we'll have yogurt. Instead of wholemeal flour, we'll be having dark chocolate. And instead of bread flour, this is the ingredient that there will be the most of, so hopefully it's not too unpleasant, it's going to be leek. Okay, I'm gonna say it now. This is going to be disgusting. These ingredients don't really generally mix. Yogurt and mustard, chocolate and cheese. It's going to be gross. Come along and watch me make it gross. To the kitchen is what I meant to say.
I said my mama don't allow no switching in the kitchen. Mama don't allow no switching in the kitchen.
Alright, so here are my ingredients. Oh boy! Step 1. In a small bowl, combine olive oil, sugar and salt. So the first step has me mixing these. Are these alright to eat raw, or do you think I should cook them first? I think I'll just give them a quick fry. I'll fry them up real quick, just so it's not a health hazard. I'm not sure how it is. I don't usually deal with them because they're gross. So the recipe calls for 100 milliliters of olive oil, replaced by mushrooms, 100 grams, but I'm halving all the measurements, so that's 50 grams of mushrooms. I've also chopped them up a bit smaller, so it'll be mixed better in the recipe. What do you know? These were replacing olive oil, and now they're getting fried in olive oil. Ooh, what a wonderful world. I am not very well acquainted with mushrooms, but these look done, so I'll put it in a small bowl. with 2 tablespoons of Edam. And about half a tablespoon of mustard. Oh, you know what? That's about right, isn't it? Add boiling water and stir to dissolve sugar. Boiling water? Alright. Wait, I've got to... How much it said to put in? I just poured some in. It said 450 milliliters. Oh, that's a lot. Let's stir it as well. Oh my goodness. This is very pleasant. Oh, the cheese is getting all melty. Oh, that's what I like to see. Oh my goodness. Which one's supposed to be dissolving? The sugar. Oh, so it is the cheese that's supposed to be dissolving. Oh, that's correct, correct. Hooray. Not exactly dissolving, but... Let cool to lukewarm. So I've got to leave that to cool to lukewarm. So I'll put that over here. And move on to the next step. What's step 2? Step 2. In a small bowl, dissolve yeast in warm water. This one says warm water, so I'll assume what's still in the kettle is warm. Or maybe quite hot actually, that's right. Now yeast is bread. Measurement is at 1.5 tablespoons. But we're halving that, so 0.75 of a tablespoon. I mean, sure, that'll do. Dissolve that in warm water. Let stand until creamy, about 10 minutes. I'll leave that for 10 minutes. Alright, alright. So, now I'm just waiting for these boys to cool. Pleasant. Step 3. When sugar and water mixture has cooled, add yeast mixture, eggs, wholemeal flour, and half of the bread flour. Alright, I've left them for a while, they're cooler. Add the yeast mixture. This isn't really a mixture, I'm just gonna scoop this out and plonk it in there. Very nice. The eggs became yogurt. I got toffee yogurt because this seemed like about an egg size. Well, it's bigger. It's maybe 2 eggs. So maybe half to 3/4 of this, I think. Oh my goodness. Is that about right? That's about right, yeah. I would say so. Wholemeal flour became dark chocolate, which I'm pretty sure is plain chocolate. That's dark chocolate, isn't it? Same thing. Okay, the recipe calls for 225 grams. Half of that is 112.5. One of these is 100, so I'll add 1 entire bar. Just remove the spoon. Ew! That's 1 bar, and now we need 12.5 grams of the second bar. Half is 50, half is 25, half 25 is 12.5, so 3 squares of this. 2, 3, there we go. And it also says to add half the bread flour, which is leeks. The recipe calls for 500 grams of bread flour, so we're halving it, 250 grams of leeks, and it says to add half the bread flour now, so 125 grams of leek we're supposed to add now. Okay, so we got 125 grams of leek, which we're going to add as well. Oh no, the bowl has become full. I'm going to transfer to a larger bowl. That's disgusting. Stir in the remaining flour, a little at a time, beating well after each addition. Stir in the remaining flour. Oh, so just got to add the rest of the leek now anyway. Great. So I've got 125 further grams of leek, which I've got to stir in, beating after each addition. There's a whole lot of leek in here. A whole lot. Alright, that's all of it in there. Let's give it a good old stir. When the dough is pulled together, turn it out onto a lightly floured surface and knead until smooth and elastic. About 8 minutes. Alright, this dough is not going to pull together. I'm not going to be able to have it on a surface without it just kind of going. Or am I? If I use a baking tray, it's going to escape out of the walls. Oh, this is actually disgusting. Oh, I'm almost retching already. Because of this. I forgot to lightly flour the surface actually, but that probably would have just involved rubbing a leek on it. Now, I do not want to knead this. I'm worried I'm going to throw up because it's genuinely a very gross substance. With this liquid, there's kind of is water, yogurt, mustard. It ain't no pleasant substance. Let's see about getting in here. Oh my goodness. Oh, I forgot about those slimy cheese bits. Oh. It says to knead it for 8 minutes. No. This is kind of just a token gesture at this point. That's enough, that's enough. Okay, what does it say to do next? Step 4. Divide the dough into 24 equal pieces. 12 equal pieces, we've halved the recipe. And form into rounds. Place the rounds on lightly greased baking trays. Divide the dough into 24 or 12 because we halved it equal pieces. Not really. Don't think these are going to be pieces. No pieces here. I'll try. I'll give it a go. Maybe if I kind of form them into kind of little piles, and then once I cook them, the cheese and chocolate will kind of melt, and maybe when it solidifies, they'll kind of be their own pieces. Maybe a little. Very leek heavy, these. They're so wet as well, because I guess it was the flour in the original recipe that soaked up the water, but in this case, nothing to soak it up. I think 6 is a pretty good number for separate bread rolls. Is what these are? Bread rolls. Very tasty, probably. Oh goodness. Ew. Cover the rolls with a damp cloth. Cover the rolls with a damp cloth and let rise until doubled in volume. About 40 minutes. Cover them with a damp cloth? What? No. And they aren't going to rise at all, are they? So there's no point leaving them doubled in volume. So we can skip that step because literally nothing will happen and I'm not going to waste 40 minutes on it. Meanwhile, preheat oven to 180 Celsius or gas mark 4. Gas mark 4, you say? Alright, I've left that a little while. I would consider that preheated. Now let's whack this lot in there for how long? Step 5. Bake in preheated oven until golden brown, about 15 to 20 minutes. Enjoy. 15 to 20 minutes, thank you. Now, I have high doubts about the golden brownness of the final product, but we'll have to see. 15 to 20 minutes, probably more like 15. I don't know how the leek is probably going to burn, isn't it? Gross. Well, we'll see. See you in 15 to 20 minutes. Hey. Okay, it's been about 17 minutes. I've had a look, and it looks like it's starting to be burned in a few places. So I think I'd better get it out. Oh wait, no, that might be just with the chocolate. No, it is burning. I think the chocolate is burning. All right, let's get it out. Let's get it out. Oh my goodness. I always say that when I'm taking things out of the oven. Come and have a look at this. So I think what I hoped would happen has happened here, like with the cheese melting and kind of formed into one, at least in some of them that had more cheese in. I don't know about that one. This one's quite chocolate heavy, so I think that's done that the same thing as well. Yeah, so if I can hopefully scrape these off and put them somewhere to cool. This one's not together very well. Oh no, it's chocolatey. Goodness. Let's put that over there. Oh, I don't want to get that chocolatey spatula on there now. I mean, there's chocolate all up in there anyway. Oh. Maybe not quite as together as I'd hoped. Oh, it's kind of falling through the cooling rack over there. Well, that's a bit of mushroom, so is anyone really going to care? Right, I'll tell you what I should have done, is let them cool on the tray first, because maybe it would have solidified a bit better. We wouldn't have had this happening. It's gone through the wire. But anyway, what's done is done. I'll leave these here to cool. Hopefully they'll, solidify and maybe congeal and be solid things. Maybe I'll wrap them in greaseproof paper like I did for the one with the mint leaves. But yeah, there we go. Those are bread rolls. Hope they're nice. Yay. Good afternoon. This is Sophie and Harry. Yeah, you know these guys. They've been on Art the Hungry and stuff. And you watched that. For certain.
They better.
Defo. They're gonna be my test subjects today. Wow.
I'm so nervous.
Feed them my creation.
You're gonna put in my mouth.
Are you excited? For the bread rolls I have made.
Bread rolls.
Bread rolls.
I wonder how bread rolly they're gonna be.
So bread rolly. Bring them. I don't think we'll need plates because they're
Oh no.
they're wrapped in greaseproof paper to kind of keep them together.
I'm scared. Oh boy.
It's Cosmo and Wonder.
Yay! It's Timmy!
Are you ready to experience
No.
Ready?
my bread rolls?
Uh-huh.
Ta-da! They're still in the greaseproof paper. Here they are.
Oh,
You can view them.
Oh, they smell very oniony.
Right, so
That is a
there are
good
6.
amount of
You can
onion.
choose one. Not all of them have all of the ingredients in, because it was kind of just a big kind of mess going on.
They actually smell really nice. They smell like a burger van. Good
To a
start.
good start, yeah. So you can select one.
I can't smell anything.
Oh, that's. Oh, is that? Okay. Chocolate? Question mark.
Oh, okay, I can smell something.
I'm very concerned.
You can dig in at your leisure. Or should we all go at the same time?
Yeah, it's some. Oh, it's just
Kinda get-
oniony chocolate.
No,
Okay, go.
Right, okay.
I'm ready for this.
That's pretty much exactly how I expected it to taste to me.
Yeah.
It just.
Is there cheese in that?
Actually. There is cheese, yeah.
Is that? Well done. I could not get cheese. I could just get chocolate and onion. It's not that bad.
I got a bit of the underlying.
Having a bit of a gag.
I'm gonna have some more. I feel like I'm missing something, and it's gonna creep up on me.
I got it. I'm just full on.
Yeah, on the base level, it's just chocolate vegetable. If you go deeper, there's some there, like this kind of thing. There's some nastiness. If you want to dig in there, I kind of know what it is.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Well,
What am I looking for?
what were your first impressions for the first? What do you
Could
think?
have been worse.
Yeah, it could have been worse.
It just tastes like you've got an onion.
There's
You
leeks.
dipped it in chocolate.
It is leek. It is
Oh.
the onion.
It smells very oniony.
It does.
Leeks don't usually smell that oniony.
No, and they kind of made my eyes water a bit when I was cutting them as well. But they were definitely leeks.
Onions into spice.
So as far as
Just
ingredients go,
I'm proud that I swallowed that.
there are 7 ingredients.
so chocolate leek, cheese apparently,
Yep,
chocolate leek and cheese.
it's dark chocolate
Ooh,
and Edam cheese.
damn son.
Is there like a salt?
Is there like a pinch of something stupid? Is it potato? There's usually potato in your
There's
things.
no potato in
Oh.
this one. There's a couple that you definitely won't get. For example, there was a small amount of white bread going in them.
Really?
Oh.
So,
So you
It is
put
actual
in bread
bread.
to make bread.
you gotta spend bread to make bread, kids.
It's true. Anything liquid?
Not entirely liquid. A lot of water went in.
Jelly?
No. I think this might be some
Get another one.
soggy bread here, actually.
Wine?
No, there's no wine.
Is that mushroom?
Yeah, there's mushrooms.
There's mushroom.
Ah!
Oh!
Very nice. 2 left to get, and I'm not sure actually that you'll get them.
Can you describe what kind of state they are? They
They're
both solid?
herbs.
Actually, they're both semi-liquid, kind of.
Custard?
No,
Milk.
no,
Egg.
no.
No.
Something runny?
Yeah,
Honey.
no,
Jam.
no jam. I think what they've done, they just contributed to an overall kind of bad taste. I don't know if you kind of actually pull them out and recognize them.
Oh, there's. I
Maybe.
found all the cheese. If I'd have eaten this one,
Maybe.
I would have found all the ingredients.
Oh yeah, the cheese was kind of in clumps, so you had a lot of cheese. Because there was quite a lot of water in it. These two kind of made the water gross, and then these
What
are
colour? What
these are
colour
kind
did
of-
they make it?
colour. It was kind of it was gross colour. It was kind of orangey, kind of not orange, maybe kind of yellow. It was
Soup.
no. Soup. What? That's an ingredient. All right, one's a condiment.
Mustard.
Yeah. That was it.
Okay.
There wasn't much of that, but I think it did
Yeah,
kind of
it did its work.
Mustard.
kind of sourness.
What's the other thing?
There was some yogurt in there.
Yogurt.
Oh!
Oh.
Toffee flavour. About an egg's worth, because that's what
Oh,
I
okay.
replaced.
Egg yogurt.
Yeah.
Well,
So there you go.
tasty. I don't think we'll be using these
No.
to put burgers into in a barbecue setting.
I don't think that is the case. So you're not going to recommend my recipe?
It's not bad though.
It's not. I
Like-
thought I might be vomiting.
That's fine.
I only gagged one.
I retched earlier. It was more liquidy earlier. To be honest. These are the solids that were soaked in the liquids. I had to pour it, and it looked like vomit.
I think watching you make it is gonna make me feel
Yeah.
sick for eating it.
Yeah. I'm not sure if it's a good or a bad thing that we didn't see you make it.
Yeah. Maybe I should have brought some of the liquid in a cup, and kind of drizzled it on as a garnish.
Garnish. You should have buttered them.
Yeah, but liquids.
And got the margarine.
Oh nah.
Yeah.
Oh.
So leek was the
Yeah.
main ingredient.
Mhm.
There was a lot of that.
Yeast white bread.
Yeah.
Ah,
Right,
I
that's
see.
where that. Okay.
7
I know.
grams of white
Using-
bread or something.
It was only about a tablespoon. But I actually found out after I'd made it, I used the wrong spoon. I'm not well versed in kitchenware. I used a
Dessert spoon.
dessert spoon. My dad came in and was like, "It's the wrong spoon." After I'd finished. So sorry, the
Why?
recipe. It would have had more bread, mustard, Edam.
All the things we couldn't get easily. You ruined this episode. Lestalo ruins Switchin in the Kitchen.
But no one was
Rip
sick.
Switchin in the Kitchen 2016 to 2017. Put up a graphic with a make the screen go grey.
Well, thanks for joining us for this episode.
Tasty.
Recommend this recipe to your friends.
I can't believe how oniony it smells.
Yeah,
It's
for
very oniony.
there being no onion.
Maybe when you cook them, it smells oniony.
It would generate
Yeah.
it.
That's what we've learned today,
They are
children.
quite similar, aren't they?
Well, they are from the same family. They're like cousins.
That's cute.
Yeah.
Grows for life. No, your vegetables.
Yeah.
The vegetable family tree.
Mhm.
Vegetables don't come from trees. Well, that wasn't so bad as I was expecting. But I mean, I didn't really eat much of it. I just kind of nibbled the edge.
I have it most of the
Got
time.
chocolate leak.
Oh,
Impressive. honest.
What kind of mustard was it?
English, I think.
Slight spice on my tongue.
Slight spice.
Yeah, because English mustard is spicy.
No one's ever thrown up on the. Stuff has been spat out before, but no one's ever vomited, which is a good thing. So never actually prepare a bucket or anything. Oh god.
Yeah, this is my house.
Yeah. So I don't film these in my own kitchen. Well, thanks for watching. Oh, actually, before we go, you should subscribe to Harry.
Oh, thank.
Very good YouTube channel.
Oh, thank.
And Sophie has a Twitter to follow. All links will be in the description because annotations are dead. Oh.
Ooh, Sophie, can I use your toilet in 43 seconds, please?
Yes. Countdown, begin now.
Well, yes, thanks for watching this episode, and I'll see you next time on Switchin in the kitchen.
Hey! Quick, go pee.
Oh, going to urinate.
Where are you? Harry! Yes. There's one toilet there.
Oh
I lost my way.
no! I tell you what, may I exploit your animals for more views?
Yeah, sure.
There's a dog and a cat here, folks. Hello, Houndo. He's a good boy.
Gizmo, sit. Gizmo, sit. Here you go. Come on.
Now I can put there's a dog in the video in the description. More views.
Not clickbait. Good boy.
Very good.
Come on.
What a good cat. Catto. Oh, grade A footage. Alright, more views for me. Thank you.
Hello.
Harry.
Solid!
Got him!